Hey everyone! Till now we have learned a lot about Tkinter widgets and their functionalities. It's time we put them to use. So today we would make a simple dice on the Tkinter window using the random module and the button widget. It would be a 6-sided dice, so on rolling a 6-sided die you get a number, and that's what would happen here. We would get a number in between 1 to 6 randomly picked by the random module. So basically, whenever I click on the button, I should see a number randomly displayed on the screen. So let's get started. I'll first import Tkinter, or rather I'll write from Tkinter import star, and I'll write win equals tk, and win.title, let the title be dice, and I'll have the widget, I'll add a widget, so I'll write button equals button. Where do I want the button? I want it on the window, so I'll write win, and I'll give in the width to be 20 and background to be light yellow. Then I can give in the foreground to be blue, and I'll leave the command for right now. I'll just write command equals, and we'll talk about it later, a little later. Then I'll give in a border of 3, and relief, let it be sunken. An active background, let it be white, and the text displayed on the button, let it be roll in caps. Okay, then I'll pack this. I'll write button dot pack. Now I would also need label widget in order to display the chosen number by the random module. So I'll write label equals label, so that's the widget, and win width, let it be 20 so that the button and label are in some alignment, and background color, let it be sky blue, foreground, let it be purple. Okay. Now I will define a function that would assign the value of text parameter of the label widget. So I'll write def pick number. So in this function, a random number would be picked in between 1 to 6, and also that number would be assigned to the text parameter of the label. So that would be displayed on the screen. So how would I do that? It's very simple. So I have def pick num, and I'll write label text. So this is a dictionary label object, and I'll assign the value str string random.randint 1 to 6. Okay, so a 6-sided die has 6 numbers on it, so I have used randint so that I can include both 1 and 6. So this piece of line picks a random number, converts it into a string, then assigns that to the text of label. Now I will have this function as the command for the button widget. So this is a dictionary label object, so I have simply accessed the text parameter of this label widget that I created just now. Okay, and I have assigned it this value, this randomly picked string. Okay, cool. Then I need to pack the label too, so I'll write label.pack. So I left the command of button widget empty. Now I'll just give in the function pick num. Okay, so whenever we click on the button, we are calling the pick num function, and it assigns the label's text a random number in between 1 to 6. Okay, so we're done with what was required, and I can simply run the events loop. I'll write win.main loop, and that's it. So let's run this and let's check if we get randomly picked numbers. So I have my screen, and when I click on roll button, I can see new numbers appearing, random numbers appearing. So that's the use of the random module, and it's working quite fine. So here we combine two widgets together to get an application. You can do the same, and the more you practice, the more you'll get better at it, the more easily you'll be able to handle the widgets in Tkinter. I hope you understood this example. It was simple. Thank you.